afternoon, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Beyond the Bell. It is Thursday, June 6th, 2024. It is 60 seconds after the bell, which I don't even need to say it. Bjorn already said it in the chat before we even went live. It's time to go beyond the news, beyond the charts. Beyond the bell. You threw me off on that one, man. I'm not even going to lie. I got thrown off right before the show even starts. Usually we get a good 10 minutes of this show before the thing just goes completely off the rails. I didn't even make it to the intro. Thank goodness it's Friday for the show. We got to trade Friday tomorrow, but for the show it's Friday because you know what? Y'all do this. I'm done. No, I'm kidding. I appreciate the the sarcasm, man. Y'all, I'm killing the chat. That's it. Y'all can't behave. No, but I appreciate everyone showing up. It is, of course, Beyond the Bell. It is brought to you by our good friends at the Blue Sky Trading Company for the clearest path to a live brokerage account. Live trading with Mike every day in the Discord. In this wonderful show, you get your content, you get your accounts nowhere else but here at Blue Sky. Check us out, bluesky.pro. And we are in the midst. One more day, guys. The biggest sale they've ever had, 55% off, a flash sale. So, if you haven't picked up an account, make sure you pick one up today. Guys, we have 3 spins of the Wheel O Names today. We are giving away 2 Blue Sky evals. Okay, that's awesome. That's fantastic. But the main event is a Blue Sky t-shirt. That's right. You could win a Blue Sky t-shirt. You can also buy them, but you could win one, which is pretty exciting, right? 55 burgers, 55 fries, 55 shakes, all of the good stuff. So yes, and thank you everyone for being here. And Trade Up to Crypto said it. Listen, if you can click buy and sell, you can click the like button. The problem, Trade Up, this is the problem we run into with that is that, well, hold on, I've got this up on another. Okay, see, yeah, the problem is you can only click it once. Some people out there like to click the buy and sell buttons about 200 times per day, and that's where it gets them in trouble. So click it once. Give us a like. I want to see a like in there. We got to get I don't know if we're going to do the whole, let's get us up there. Let's get us up there, guys. I don't know if we announced this, so I don't know if I can hold you guys officially to the 100 likes this time because I don't think there was any announcements made in the Blue Sky Discord. There was not. So I won't hold you to that. But let's get to 50. Okay, we're 2/3 there already. So let's get to 50 before we announce it. And if my good friend Raj back at the home office in Grand Rapids, Michigan could go ahead and put up the sign up link, I would appreciate that. Love to see the bells. Rather than me call everyone a name out today, because I'm effing exhausted today, guys. I'm just going to say hello to all of you individually. Let's talk about the markets. Did I not put up the big picture thing? Well, okay, the big picture. Flash. Anyway, so we did hold 19,000 here in the NQ today. Made new all-time highs in the 5 a.m. candle. And we're just kind of resting after a strong push. And, guys, I can't blame the markets, right? Like, look where we were. This was last Friday. We were down here at 18,300. We've pushed up 700 points in just in under a week. Okay, very, very strong bullish price action. And outside of, a couple of small candles here or there, it's been a lot of green candles. Look at this. Since this strong push up last Friday afternoon, okay, only 2 red candles until we got above 19,000, and then we got a few here, but they're really just so we're potentially playing out one of my favorite patterns, guys. Break, retest, and go. We hold 19K. If we push new all-time highs tomorrow, I think that sets us up for a hell of a couple of weeks of trading. So I'm really, really looking forward to that. No buy-sell buttons for me today. Boring scalp action. Okay, you still got to buy and sell when you scalp, if I recall. I'm not a huge scalper myself, but the few times that I do, I got to hit a buy or sell, or at least place an order somewhere. But no, I understand what you're saying there, John. And it's today was a day I was thrown off. My whole schedule was thrown off today. I did that event this morning, which I saw some of you guys there in the names. I really appreciate you guys showing up. So that threw my whole day off. And I have kind of a rule: if something happens like between, so I'm on Central Time. The New York session begins at 8:30, right? So if something happens between like 7:30 and 9:30, that's where I really need to lock in, right? I need to really between 8 and 9:30. So about 30, I'm at my computer, I'm looking at news events, all that stuff. But right about 30 minutes before the market starts is where I really like to lock in and just kind of start watching the price action. I'm not saying I'm watching tick by tick necessarily, but just kind of watching the price action, making sure I've labeled areas on the chart that are going to interest me. Read my spot gamma report, all that kind of stuff, right? And, Yuhan, good question there. I'll get to that momentarily. So, anything disruption in that time, and if I'm doing an outside presentation, it certainly is a disruption, that it throws things off a little bit. And so, I basically just really eased in today. I think I made 2 trades, and basically I was plus $80 on the day or something. I was very out of it after the event. It was the event started a few minutes late, so I was kind of cramming some stuff in, making sure I got my slides in and all that. And so at the end, it was one of those you're. And then it was just, by then my brain was kind of shot. And it's been a long week anyway, just not a bad week, just a very long week with a lot of things, both within trading, within the education side of what I do, and outside that. But I came to a couple of decisions today, guys, that I'm going to tell you about next week, a couple of very big announcements I'm really excited about, some opportunities for some more education for you guys, but we'll talk about it later. I want to get to Yuan's question, though, and it is a good question. How long have you been trading the NQ? Has the NQ behaved like this before COVID-19? The short answer is no. The long answer is COVID-19 really did change everything in so many ways, right? Post the COVID crash, it was the tech, right? Once we got it through March, and it was really about mid to late April that most of us, all of us, realized, okay, this thing is kind of sticking around for a while, right? I live in fairly close proximity to a major city, so a lot of things changed, right? But basically, the NQ, that's when the shift turned into it was the NQ that runs the markets now. Before that, it really was the SPY. It really was the Dow. Dow Jones Industrials, the S&P, all this stuff. And the Qs were kind of the stepchild for a while. Well, then post-COVID, it was, what was leading the way? Netflix. Everyone's at home. Everyone's subscribing to Netflix. Amazon. Everyone's buying their shit online now because a lot of stores are temporarily or permanently closed. All of these kinds of things, guys, right? Run to the grocery store at 7 in the morning and wiping all your groceries down, right? All the little things that changed, and we are now in a tech-first market, right? Look at the NVIDIA earnings, Amazon, Apple, Tesla, all of those. I know Amazon's technically retail too, Tesla's technically car company, all of that. But these are first and foremost tech companies. They began to lead the way. I'm not saying the S&P and the YM are not important. They very much are, but tech dominates things now. And I will tell you this, Yuhan. So calendar 2022, about 70% of my index trades were in the ES, and it became late calendar 2022 into calendar 2023 that completely inverted to the point where about 70% were in the NQ. I'm trying to bring that number down just a little bit by adding CL and GC, but as far as the indexes go, I still trade the NQ 3 or 4 times as much as I trade the ES. It's just it is a monkey on meth. We know this, right? And I still stick to what I'm saying, and I'll say this knowing every one of you is going to ignore me about this. I think newer traders need to start with either the YM or the ES before they move into the NQ so that they can get a grasp on their patterns, get a grasp on their risk management. But again, most of you aren't going to listen to me or haven't already, so it's where you can make some money. It's where you can lose a lot of money too, as a lot of you guys know. So do we have all right, we do have the link posted for the giveaway, so you guys will have about 10 minutes to sign up for that. Are we at 50 likes yet? Now, we're only at 37, guys, and I got 58 of you watching, so let's get those likes up. Like I said, if you can click a buy button, you can click a link. Yeah, well, the market behavior changed in general during COVID, so it was interesting, guys. I'll share this story since it's basically Friday of the show, even Friday and a Thursday. So right when COVID, if you recall, early 2020, seems like a lifetime ago and yesterday at the same time. It was January and February. We started to hear about the virus, started to hear about it in various areas and starting out in China and kind of moving from there. And I don't know that any of us really kind of comprehended. We've been through the malaria thing. We'd been through the bird flu. We'd never had anything like this. And so the company I was with at the time, I was with You Can Trade, which was a defunct company now, but they were the education arm of TradeStation Securities. And we were doing the Traders Expo in New York the first week of March in 2020. Well, we were kind of talking a little bit beforehand, and New York was obviously kind of the epicenter for some things, but we decided to go anyway. And in fact, we, without really knowing what was going on, we're giving away little bottles of hand sanitizer with our logo on them, right? And I still remember a lady saying to her like about 7 or 8 year old kid as we got in the elevator one day, she's like, now, make sure you use your wrist to hit the button, Jeremy, right? Like, as if obviously kind of silly to think about all those years ago. But I remember, so the event ran Saturday, Sunday, Monday. And so we got there. We didn't have anything going on Saturday, so we got there Saturday night, and then we had our talks on Sunday. We had a couple more on Monday. So I remember Sunday night. The New York hotels, especially old ones, are kind of weird, and almost all of them charge for Wi-Fi, which is just outrageous. And where I was in my room, it was kind of frustrating, and thankfully didn't spend a ton of time there. But I was not going to pay for Wi-Fi, and where I was situated in the building, I got a horrible cell signal. I basically had to stand by the window if I wanted any kind of cell service. So anyway, the Monday morning, I get up and I'm getting ready to go man our booth, and I had a talk scheduled for that day, and because I don't have any access there, I broke one of my cardinal rules. I put on, I don't remember if it was, it was CNBC. So I put on CNBC because it was the only financial network that they had on the 4 channels that the hotel, gives you for free. I'm surprised they didn't charge you for them. But anyway, I remember Monday morning, right, when it was very clear that the markets were starting to open, we're going to open down, and I remember the anchors not being concerned at all. Like, okay, yeah, we're gonna, and then I remember at lunch coming back up after we hit limit down, right? That was the limit down day, that first Monday of the COVID crash. And I remember coming back up to, because it was after my talk, so I wanted to change clothes and charge my phone, and I just eaten, so I was coming upstairs, and I remember turning the TV back on just to see if we'd gotten out of the limit down. And these same anchors, a couple of them, some very famous names that you probably know, were the ones that had just like 3 hours ago said that this was going to be a 3 to 5% correction and it would be fine. By the end of the day, things would be fine. Those same people were predicting a 50% sell-off. I shit you not, guys, a 50% sell-off in the markets. Like, they were doing the math on TV. All right, so first of all, that's a fun story for a lot of reasons, but also tells you ignore those idiots because, we did pull back, what was it, 20, 30%, and then we just skyrocketed from there. We were at new all-time highs. We had doubled our pre-COVID high, like 3-4 months after the COVID crash, so whatever. Anyway, let me catch up on the... I don't know, but I can't answer your question, KG, because I don't sign up for the raffle. I'm not eligible. I asked. They told me I'm not eligible. It was a very sad moment for me. But anyway, I haven't tried to enter yet. Okay, blah 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 blah. Everybody asking on the giveaway. Does anybody have any questions for me about trading? In fact, we're going to open up the mailbag for 5 minutes here before we spin the wheel. Names. If you have any questions for the mailbag, as always, go ahead and reach out to me via Discord, Trader Matt, or Matt at TiresiasTrading.com. All right, so let me check. First of all, I got to check our likes. Y'all doing your business to get us up to 50. 48. Need 2 more. I need 2 more. Jennifer, how to put ADR levels. What do you, ATR? You're going to have to expound on that, Jennifer. All right, let me get our wheel of names prepped as well, just so I can slap the names on there in a bit. Yeah, they didn't announce this giveaway, guys. You guys are going to have a lot better odds today. ATR. Yeah, no, on this, it's very easy. First of all, ATR is always going to, let me pull up the NQ here, always going to reflect the time period you have on your chart if you put it on as a chart add-on, so it's down here. For me, it's just says it's just ATR. That's what it's listed as in TraderView, TradingView. Okay, so that's all. There's in various platforms. Sometimes it's a histogram like this. Sometimes it's like here. There's a badge up here. I'd actually prefer for it to be a badge, but I don't think there's one of those in TradingView. So yeah, so that's it. That's how you put it on. Hope that answers the question. What did you hate about penny stocks? Everything, every effing thing. That's the one, I honestly, guys, I've not that I haven't had my ups and downs in life like everybody. I've had some days, right? Like, especially before trading when, not being able to afford anything or anything like that. But if I could, I don't have a whole lot of great regrets. I kind of like where my life is and where it's going. But if there, one of those could, if you could do things differently, I would make sure I did not start with penny stocks. I would make sure I went right into large caps and large cap options. It would have been, I don't know if I would have lost more or less money in my first year, but I would have avoided a lot of frustration, right? Yeah, ATR is average true range. That's what it refers to. So, yeah. So if it's, we can pop up indicators here. That you just do ATR, it'll show, average true range. So I don't know what all these things are, but guys, especially something like TradingView has a lot of really cool free tools. Play around with them. Guys, this is something that bothers me. A lot of you guys take I don't go off on the traders very often. I'm going to do that right now. A lot of you guys, I think it's great that Blue Sky is a one-stop shop for everything, right? You start your eval with them. You can get a data feed through Rhythmic or Trade-of-8 CQG, whatever it is. They give you a NinjaTrader license that you can use while you're a customer and do all that. And that's all fine and good, guys. But honestly, and then people platform jump way too much because they get it for free. Find a platform that you really like, okay? I don't place many trades at all. In fact, very few. Through TradingView. I just love the charting. And it's really good for me as a trading educator because the drawing tools are real easy, right? It's easy to mark zones. I just like how it looks. I like how it moves. I like how it feels. I use, Edge Pro X for a lot of different things, and that's where I place my trades through them. But I freaking love this this platform, and I think I got like 3 years of it locked in at the last sale. And it's like a couple $100 a year or something like that. It's not expensive. And then I pay the extra $7 a month to get my data shot right into here. So it's really easy, guys. It's intuitive, and it's okay if you say, man, I've used TradingView. It sucks. That's fine. That's your opinion. You're allowed to have your opinion. I'm allowed to have mine. But if it costs you a few $100 in a year to use a platform that you're just more comfortable with, it's worth every damn penny of that, guys. Okay, it's cool if you just use what Blue Sky provides you to start. You're brand new. You don't know this from this. NinjaTrader has a lot of advantages and disadvantages. It's not personally for me, but that's okay. I know people that swear by it. So, final warning for giveaway, according to Raj. Raj is on it today. Yeah, sorry to hear you had a massive red day today, MTS. Assuming I'm pronouncing that right. Hey, get off the mat and get it done tomorrow, right? Okay, so when I started trading, I had so much trouble taking trades because of nerves. Now I'm able to go for it when I see my setup easily, but my hurdle for the past year is thresholds. Whenever I reach them, I start to fumble and break rules. Any tips? I'm confused what you mean by thresholds, Blacklight Gypsy. Are you meaning you get to a certain point in your eval account and you freeze up? Some people do that. Or if there's certain thresholds, you're talking about areas on the chart, you're going to have to enlighten me a little bit. Private blew another account earlier this week. All right, so what are you going to change for the next one? That's always my question. Somebody says I blew an account. All right, so what are you going to do differently next time? If it's your first account that you've blown, it's your very first eval, you blew your first, I would not change a whole lot. But if you get to 2, 3, 4, especially 5 is kind of the magic number for me. Something you should change for eval 6. All right, well, Blue Sky traders can use TradingView for free, real-time data included. That sounds like a deal, guys. All right, so guys, it is 20 after, which means we have wrapped the signups. So as soon as Mr. Raj puts those together and gets me the names, we will go ahead and do that. I mean, when it comes to evaluations or requirements for payouts, keep this much safety buffer and everything beyond is yours. The beyond is the hardest part that I find. Yeah, I mean, that's understandable. But if you're consistently getting up to the beyond point, right, and you're struggling to make it through there because of a mental block, I don't know. Maybe there's without breaking it down, there's only so much I can suggest, and I could suggest the completely wrong thing. So take all this with a grain of salt. Possibility of taking your PNL off the screen, right? I recommend that strongly for some clients that I work with. See, do I even have the paper trader pulled up here? I do not, but we'll go ahead and pull up the paper trader real quick. So, like for example, you can place a trade here. Notice it's in ticks instead of in dollars, right? And that's very easy to change up here in the settings. Just go to chart settings, trading. Profit and loss can be in ticks or it can be in money. Brackets, profit and loss. So I just changed that. Now it's showing dollars, right? Set my stop loss, set my profit, all this good stuff, right? So just that's one thing to do. But again, if it's dance with the one that brought you, if you're pretty consistently successful until you reach those points, you just have to really kind of force yourself to keep doing what you were doing that got you there, right? All right, guys. I have just checked the clock. Actually, clocks. I have multiple clocks around here. And it is time for our giveaway. So let me go ahead and queue up. I'll put my smiling face on the screen here for a little bit. And let's go ahead and get the wheel o' names locked in. Oh, wait, I got to check. Okay, we're over 50 likes. You guys did good there. Appreciate that. And let's load up the wheel. All right. That's still a pretty good amount of names on here today, guys. All right, let's pull this up. Get that off there. All right, guys. Can I get some bells in the chat, and can I get a spin that wheel? So, guys, we are spinning the wheel 3 times, okay? The first spin of the wheel is for a Blue Sky t-shirt of your choice. Actually, I think they only have one, so you can choose the one, which technically still makes it your choice. And then the final 2 will be for Blue Sky evals of your choice. So, that's right, Michael. Spin that bleeping wheel. All right, guys. So, this spin of the wheel is for a Blue Sky t-shirt. Here we go. And the winner of the Blue Sky t-shirt is Making Melodies. That's very nice. That's very nice, Making Melodies. I appreciate that. All right, so we have 2 more spins of the wheel. These 2 are for the Blue Sky eval of your choice. Again, give Blue Sky, get this ads out of here, 3 business days to reach out to you. So again, tomorrow is day 1, Friday, Monday is day 2, and then Tuesday is day 3. We got a midday holiday coming up, not this coming week, but the week after that, right? We got FOMC next week. So, all right, 2 more spins of the wheel for Blue Sky evals. Let's spin that wheel. And the winner of the first Blue Sky eval is Alan 813. Alan 813, congratulations. You have won a free 1-month subscription to the Blue Sky eval of your choice. Blue Sky will reach out to you in the coming days to set that up. And our third and final spin of the wheel for the Blue Sky eval of your choice. And our final winner of the week is Shramco82. Shramco82, congratulations. You have won a free Blue Sky eval of your choice. All right, guys. So that's all we got for there. Again, a reminder, we have a 55% off sale ongoing. This ends tomorrow night. So get your account. If you didn't win an account today, go get one. This is as cheap as they're going to get. $62 for the 25K account, guys. That is actually right in line with some of the cheap live sim boys, right? And Blue Sky puts you eventually into a a live brokerage account if you pass the eval and you pass the blue live phase. And keep in mind, guys, if you pass your eval with a 25% or less consistency, right? So if you're in the 200K account and you make under $1,000, but you say you make 800, and 500, whatever. No, it'd be 800, 800, 800, 800, and 800. Then you'll get your sign-up fee back once you reach the brokerage stage. So, guys, you can in theory make it to a brokerage account without spending a dime of your own money. That's pretty cool. I don't know anybody else that does that. In fact, I think I will go out on a limb and say nobody else does that. So that's pretty incredible. All right, my friends. So I thank you for tuning in to another day, to another week of Beyond the Bell. Again, I've got a couple of fun announcements for you next week. I got to finalize a few things, but really looking forward to it. Have a great rest of your day, and I will see you next week for another edition of Beyond the Bell. Good night, guys.